Now, those of us who work late, we usually don't rise all that early in the morning. So when you get up and it's after 9 a.m. and you see kids in your neighborhood riding around on bikes in the fog, you realize that, yeah, the fog was pretty thick this morning, and there's a chance that some of that fog could probably reform as we go through tonight. Although at this point, it doesn't look like it will be quite as bad. It's something we'll monitor here as we go through the evening. We want to take a look at that fog, and we'll do that with our WeatherBug Network camera downtown at the Maritime Academy. But before we start our time lapse, we have someone to meet here. This is our NBC 24 weather kid today. Her name is Samantha Grana, and she is from Sylvania. Now, what school do you go to, Samantha?
Highland Elementary.
Highland Elementary. You got anybody there, anybody at home you want to say hi to real quick?
I'd like to say hi to my friends and family and my siblings.
And your siblings. How many siblings do you have?
2.
2. All right. One older, one younger, or are you in the middle?
They're both older.
They're both older, so you're the little one. We see how that works. Well, I'll tell you what, Samantha is going to take us right through our WeatherBug Network segment of our forecast. So, Samantha, we're going to start with our time lapse from this morning, and boy, it was very soupy out there this morning. Why don't you walk us through what we saw today?
This morning we saw fog, and as we went through the day, it started to lighten up, and by the end of the day, we saw sunshine.
Yeah, and that sun felt really good, helped to warm us up a little bit, but some got to warm up more than others. Why don't we start with our low temperatures from this morning? Why don't you give us a few of those?
In Findlay, it was 52 degrees. In Adrian, it was 51 degrees, and in Sandusky, it was 46 degrees.
46 for a low. Now, the high temperatures this morning, pretty big spread from north to south across the area. Why don't you give us a few of those highs from today?
In Lima, it was 80 degrees. In Norwalk, it was 75 degrees. And in Archbold, it was 75 degrees.
75. Pretty good. Hey, let's come over to our current temperatures right now, and as we take a look at those, they're not too far off from our highs for the day. Why don't you give us a few of those?
In Defiance, it was 74 degrees. In Fremont, it's 66 degrees. And in Hillsdale, it's 70 degrees.
70 degrees. They made it all the way up to 70 already in Hillsdale. Yeah, it took us a while to catch up with everybody else from down south, but once we got the clouds to go away, it got a lot better. Very nicely done. I'll have you step off to the side, and we will press on with triple Doppler radar. We're going to look at that first and see that while we're scanning clear, there are some showers and storms trying to form down toward I-70. That's where that frontal boundary is still set up, that warmer air getting set to move up into our neck of the woods. And as we showed you here over the central part of the country, 3 now active tornado watch boxes for this larger system. I want to talk about that larger system because it's this big swirl in the clouds here that's going to drive and help to lift this warm front back over us as we go into the day tomorrow. That's going to get all of us into the warmer temperatures. But then as this entire thing lifts off to the north and west, we get into storm chances, and then yet another disturbance will ride through the jet stream and come at us second half of the weekend beginning of next week. So it's going to get kind of stormy around here, so get out and enjoy tomorrow while you have the chance. It should be a very, very nice day with some sunshine and some much warmer temperatures. Here we are in our radar and satellite picture, and there you can see right down toward I-70. That's where that warmer air boundary is right now. It lifts over us as we go into the day tomorrow, and you'll see the difference in the temperatures. I think you're going to like what you're going to see. Tonight, partly cloudy. We'll call for the possibility of the fog to form up and get thick again. Not completely sold on it happening just yet. We got a couple of things we're going to watch through the evening, so make sure you check in later to see if we could potentially have some school delays again tomorrow. We're going to bottom out in the mid-50s. Heading through the day tomorrow, partly cloudy and much warmer. There it is. The first 80-plus day we think for Toledo for the year. 82 for a forecast high in Toledo. Will be even warmer than that as you go farther south. Late Friday, so late afternoon into the evening, a chance for some isolated storms. Saturday, we'll call them isolated as well, but chances throughout the afternoon. As we go into Sunday, the coverage gets a little bit more, widespread, but not as much as we think on Monday when that entire system sweeps out of here. So the chances kind of go up a little bit each day, with Monday being the soaker day, if you will. We get into the beginning and middle stages of next week, and things kind of settle out for us a little bit, but temperatures will be running a little cooler as we head through next week. So all in all, not too bad. Tomorrow's looking absolutely gorgeous.
I like it. Thank you, Norm.